Hey everyone, what's up gang? Welcome back to the channel, Zito here. So today I'm incredibly hyped to finally have the Mitsuki Koku, the Void class pad on my desk for a full review. Now, massive shout out to my brother Destiny26 for lending me this unit. We actually live pretty close to each other, which made sourcing this absolute gem a lot easier. I know you guys are eager to see how this stacks up against the current heavy hitters, so let's not waste any time. Let's roll the intro. Alright, let's start with the packaging, because Mitsuki really went all out here. The Void comes in a pretty premium dual wing magnetic flip-top box. Imagine a solid rigid rectangular box where the toplet is cleanly split down in the middle, opening outwards from both sides like a set of double doors. It feels incredibly premium right off the bat. Now the retail version actually bundles some serious goodies, a 20-piece pack of Mitsuki and Ghost Glide's mouse gates based on the Cyclone Pro formula, a microfiber cloth, and a thank you card. However, since this is a dedicated review unit, those accessories aren't included here, so we are focusing strictly on the pad surface itself. Now, size-wise, Mitsuki hits the competitive sweet spot. We are looking at a very comfortable 500 by 450mm footprint with an overall thickness of 2.5mm. Now the class sheet itself sits at around 1.5mm. Looking at the edges, they features a 2.5D rounded bevel. And honestly, this is where the Void completely shines. The edge implementation here is hands down the most comfortable and seamless I have ever experienced on any class pad to date. So to give you guys some context, here's how the beveling compares directly to the Dysphoria and the AbyssGaming Yanpo. As you can see, the Void has an incredibly smooth, non-intrusive transition that won't dig into your forearm during aggressive vertical swipes. Down in the bottom right corner, you will find the Mitsuki branding, finished in a slightly rubberized, high-friction texture that adds a little bit of, nice tactile contrast to the surface filling. Now, let's talk about the surface itself. This is a speed-oriented pad, which naturally means it features a specialized speed coating. While it feels slick to the touch, it's not completely frictionless or classy smooth. It has a distinct, slightly larger particle texture. It's kind of subtle enough not to irritate your skin, but it provides a very unique structural feedback. One major benefit of this big particle texture is its impressive dust resistant. If you remember during my making of the Dysphoria and the AbyssGaming Yanpo comparison, I already talked about this one. So compared to the Dysphoria, the Void Koku handles environment dust like a champ. Even after leaving it uncovered on my desk for an entire day, the client remained completely unaffected, which, it's a crazy thing to witness. And also with almost zero microscopic dust trap catching under the sensor and mouse feet. So if you hate a gritty, scratchy feeling caused by a single speck of dust, this surface texture is a massive win. How does it actually perform in game? Well, obviously, your mileage will vary depending on your choice of skates, especially aftermarket skates. But here's the headline. This thing is stupidly fast. It noticeably outpaces both the Ring and the Yanpo. Now, in terms of dynamic friction, the glide profile leans slightly toward the Ring because of that macro particle feedback vibrating through the mouse. However, because of how those particles interact with the skate, it actually offers a more defined stopping power compared to completely fluid, mirror smooth surfaces like the Yanpo. After manning the Void for a solid week, I noticed a distinct improvement in my micro adjustment. As a fingertip gripper, the surface texture acts like a diagnostic tool. It exposes the minor flaws in my raw mechanics while giving me the raw speed to correct them instantly. And also, usually, I love using this piece. It's more of like a full set combo for me, yes, also with the sleeve, but let's not talk about sleeve here. So, to give you a visual representation of the dynamic friction, let's run a quick 15-degree inclined glide test alongside the Ring and the Yanpo. Now, as you can clearly see, the Void finishes the slide significantly faster, proving its raw speed advantage compared to the other two. Flipping the pad over, the underside features a full silicone base. The pattern molded into the silicone looks highly premium and locks onto the dead surface like a clamp. Absolutely zero slipping during intense tracking. Now, color palette wise, the deep blue base perfectly matches the subtle dark aesthetic of the top surface, creating a really cohesive, stealthy look punctuated by vibrant design elements. Acoustically, the noise level is heavily dependent on your skate. Right now, I'm pairing it with what's this one? The Black Whistler? Yes. And X-Ray Pad Unite Ultra Skate, been my most favorite skate since the start. I love this one. And the pairing is incredibly buttery with very minimal high-pitched friction sound. So we are going to do a quick sound comparison against the Rin and the Yanpo so you can hear the acoustic profile yourself. So, to be completely honest, the Mitsuki Koku has pushed my perception of raw speed to a whole new level. I honestly didn't think it could surpass the Yanpo. When the Yanpo first dropped, I was keeping a close eye on the Chinese enthusiast scene, translating community forums to see what the hardware nerds over there were saying, and the market there is incredibly competitive. Everyone was hyping up the Yanpo as the fastest, smoothest class surface that Abyss had ever engineered, so I insta-bought it. Dysphoria claimed similar titles with the Rin, but right now Mitsuki has officially overtaken both in pure velocity. Now that said, after chatting with Pika Kolala, it seems the Enthusiast rabbit hole goes even deeper. The Koku, the Void here, isn't even the absolute fastest pad on paper, or practically. There's still the Seiyo, though apparently some testing shows it trailing behind the Rin, which is an interesting anomaly I would love to investigate. Then you have the Kiyomi, which I'm devastated because I missed out on, and also with the Status Seraph, which I already bought it, and so many others. The class pad meta is evolving so rapidly, and my goal is to benchmark all of them for you guys. Speaking of the channel, we just hit 300 subscriber milestone. I want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you. Your support is the literal fuel that keeps me hunting down these niche high-end gaming products. Now, if you enjoy this deep dive, please hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep this momentum going. Drop a comment below letting me know your thoughts on the voice texture approach. Now, until next time, Zetos out. Peace.